she could depend on me and that I had to make sure that she was raised properly because that's how I was raised.
It's been 14 years since R&B singer Whitney Houston passed away, and now we're discovering a shocking rumor about the singer. Mind-blowing speculations about Whitney Houston's true identity and background have spread across the internet and beyond. Could these rumors be true? Could the Whitney Houston we adored have a hidden connection to another well-known figure? Adding to the intrigue, Whitney's mother, Cissy Houston, has also confirmed these rumors. So, what are these rumors exactly? What has Cissy revealed? And who is this iconic figure linked to Whitney? Let's find out. But first, let's take a look at Whitney Houston's background, how she rose to fame, and the tragic aspects of her life that you might not be aware of. Whitney Houston started singing as a kid in Newark. Whitney Houston's love for singing began in her childhood. Encouraged by her mother, she joined the New Hope Baptist Church choir in Newark, New Jersey. Her mother, the Grammy-winning artist Cissy Houston, oversaw the music program there for many years. Whitney's cousin, Dionne Warwick, was also part of the choir. "My mother was the first singer I had contact with," Whitney told Rolling Stone in a 1993 interview. "She sang constantly to us around the house in church. I used to watch her, and the feeling. My mother always said to me, 'If you don't feel it, then don't mess with it because it's a waste of time.'" When Whitney passed away in 2012, her family decided to carry out her final rites in Newark, at the same church where she grew up singing, as a tribute to her roots. Whitney's funeral was a private event for loved ones only. "They have shared her for 30-some years with the city, with the state, with the world. This is their time now for their farewell," Carolyn Wiggum, a close friend of the Houston family, told the Associated Press. "The family thanks all the fans, the friends, and the media, but this time is their private time." Whitney Houston found fame early. Whitney Houston's debut album hit the market in 1985 when she was just 21. She had been discovered by Jerry Griffith of Arista Records while performing at a Manhattan nightclub with her mother, Cissy. Before her music career took off, Whitney had already made a name for herself in the modeling world, working with the Click agency and eventually Wilhelmina. However, the pressure to succeed in the music industry had been looming over her for years. "People were interested in me from the time I was 15. It was kind of like they were just waiting for me to grow up. Everybody put their bids in," she told Rolling Stone. Griffith introduced Whitney to A&R executive Clive Davis, who became a significant influence in her career. Once Whitney decided to enter the industry, she quickly realized that there would be little time for reflection. She had to learn the trade rapidly. "I had no time to grow up. I had no time to party," she said in an interview. "I didn't even date in my 20s. I wasn't that normal 20-year-old young woman going through her phases. I was a millionaire by the time I was 22. Whitney Houston's childhood trauma. The 2018 documentary Whitney revealed disturbing details about Whitney Houston's childhood, suggesting that she endured significant abuse, which left lasting psychological scars. According to sources close to the Grammy-winning singer, this abuse profoundly affected her throughout her life. Whitney Houston's longtime assistant, Mary Jones, shared with director Kevin McDonald that Whitney's cousin, Grammy-nominated singer D.D. Warwick, was allegedly involved in molesting Whitney. Warwick was 18 years older than Houston. Additionally, Whitney's brother, Gary Garland Houston, claimed that both he and Whitney were victims of abuse by a female family member, although he did not specify Warwick as the perpetrator. These troubling incidents reportedly occurred while Whitney and Gary's mother, Cissy Houston, was away on tour. Jones suggested that Whitney's desire to have her daughter, Bobby Christina Brown, accompany her on tour was influenced by her own childhood trauma. Furthermore, Jones implied that Whitney's struggles with her sexuality and substance abuse were directly linked to the abuse she suffered as a child. According to Jones, Whitney's marriage to Bobby Brown in 1992 was an attempt to stabilize her emotional turmoil. D.D. Warwick passed away in 2008, years before these revelations came to light. Did Whitney Houston's brother introduce her to drugs? Insiders have revealed that Whitney Houston's struggle with drugs began long before she met Bobby Brown. The narrative that Brown was solely responsible for introducing Houston to substance abuse is reportedly a fabrication. Rudy Dolezal, director of the 2017 documentary Whitney Can I Be Me, criticized this portrayal, telling the New York Post in August 2017, "The idea that Whitney was a great girl until Bobby came along is simply not true. Whitney was already using drugs and smoking weed long before she ever encountered Bobby Brown." Whitney's longtime stylist, Ellen LeVar, corroborated this view in the documentary, stating, "Whitney and her two brothers did drugs. It was just part of the culture. You went out, partied, drank, and did a little drugs. Everyone did it, and her brothers were involved too." Houston's older brother, Michael Houston, also admitted to introducing Whitney to cocaine. In Oprah's Next Chapter, he expressed remorse, saying, "I feel responsible for what I let go so far. We played together growing up, and when we got into drugs, we did that together too, and it just spiraled out of control. Back in the 80s, drug use was more accepted and prevalent in the entertainment industry. It wasn't seen as negatively as it is today." Whitney Houston fought a long, hard battle with addiction. In 2002, Whitney Houston opened up to Diane Sawyer about her struggles with addiction, which included alcohol, prescription drugs, cocaine, and marijuana. Reflecting on her past, she admitted, "I partied a lot. Trust me, I partied my tail off. You get to a point where you know the party's over." At the time, Whitney felt she was on the mend, stating that her addiction was a thing of the past. "I'm not as excited anymore about it. It was new, I partied, and it's done," she said. When asked if she might ever use drugs again, she acknowledged uncertainty, but expressed a strong desire to avoid self-harm. "I'm a person who has life and wants to live," she stated, adding that she hoped to stay clean. "I won't break," she emphasized. Despite her hopeful words, Whitney's battle with addiction was fraught with challenges and public scrutiny. In 2011, she entered rehab again to continue her recovery journey. Her spokesperson at the time, Kristen Foster, confirmed the news to ABC News, saying, "Whitney Houston is currently in an outpatient rehab program for drug and alcohol treatment. Whitney voluntarily entered the program to support her long-standing recovery process." Whitney Houston's confidants tried to control her career. The documentary Whitney reveals troubling details about the dynamics in Whitney Houston's life during the 1990s. At this time, her close friend and former creative director, Robin Crawford, her father, John Houston, and her ex-husband, Bobby Brown, all sought to exert control over her career and gain her attention, according to Rolling Stone. Tensions escalated when Crawford confronted Whitney, asking her to choose between her and Brown. Whitney ultimately chose Bobby, a decision that highlighted the complex and often conflicting interests surrounding her. The situation worsened as it became apparent that John and Bobby might not have had Whitney's best interests at heart. John's actions were particularly damaging. He began siphoning money from Whitney's funds without her knowledge, leaving her in a precarious financial position. By this time, Whitney was already financially supporting her family, making the theft even more painful. The situation was so dire that Whitney struggled to afford a necessary rehab stint. Whitney Houston's relationship with Bobby Brown was toxic. Whitney Houston's marriage to Bobby Brown was fraught with difficulties from the start. It's widely believed that Whitney married Bobby partly as a reaction to the intense scrutiny and speculation surrounding her close friendship with Robin Crawford. She sought to deflect attention and escape the relentless pressure from the public and media. Ellen LeVar, Whitney's friend and hairstylist, shared with People that Whitney's decision to marry Brown seemed motivated by a desire to quell rumors. "Part of me felt like she got married to please people," LeVar remarked, "just to get off the market so people would stop questioning her." The marriage, however, quickly became problematic. The couple's mutual struggles with addiction only worsened their situation. LeVar noted, The problem with Whitney and Bobby was they exacerbated each other's addiction. She did more cocaine, he drank more. When they were together, they both started using more cocaine and drinking. It manifested itself in a really bad way. Jealousy also plagued their relationship. When Oprah Winfrey questioned Whitney about her marriage, the singer admitted that Bobby was indeed envious of her success and fame. Whitney revealed that she even tried to minimize the focus on herself by asking people to refer to her as Mrs. Brown. He never liked the fact that people would say, "You're jealous of her? You're just jealous of her fame and her fortune and what she has," Whitney told Oprah. And he would get really pissed off. But it's not abnormal for a man to feel that way, or to feel that he was lacking. Whitney's family secrets and rumors surrounding her birth mom. Recently, intriguing rumors have emerged about Whitney Houston's family, suggesting a connection straight out of a movie script. Some speculate that Teresa Graves, the legendary actress best known for her role in the TV series Get Christie Love, might actually be Whitney Houston's biological mother. While this claim sounds astonishing, it's not entirely out of the realm of possibility given the strange twists often found in the entertainment industry. Adding fuel to the speculation, Cissy Houston, who has largely remained out of the spotlight, has now come forward to confirm long-standing rumors. Teresa Graves, a prominent figure during her time, shares a striking resemblance with Whitney, including similar facial features, eye shape, and even their smiles. This resemblance raises questions. Is it mere coincidence, or is there more to this story? Furthermore, there is talk that Teresa and Whitney's mother may have known each other in the past. The idea that such a significant secret could have been kept hidden for so long only adds to the intrigue. Stay tuned for more details. Teresa Graves, Whitney's alleged mom. Teresa Graves grew up far from luxury or wealth, but she carried within her a remarkable spark that lit up the world. Born in Houston, Texas in 1948, Teresa was the youngest of her siblings, and her early life was marked by challenges. During a time when societal divisions were deeply entrenched and opportunities for African Americans were limited, Teresa faced many obstacles. Nevertheless, her determination and spirit never wavered. From a young age, Teresa had a passion for entertaining and bringing joy to others. She eagerly took every chance to perform, shining brightly even in modest settings. Her parents, despite their own financial struggles, recognized her extraordinary talent and offered their unwavering support and encouragement. As Teresa grew older, her dedication to her craft never faltered. She embraced every opportunity to perform, participating in school plays and local shows with heartfelt enthusiasm. Her natural charm and acting talent soon caught the eye of others, leading to a breakthrough on television. Teresa appeared on notable shows like The Smothers Brothers Comedy Hour and Laugh-In. Teresa Graves reached the pinnacle of her career with her groundbreaking role as Christie Love, an undercover detective known for her intelligence and flair. This wasn't just a role, it was revolutionary. With Get Christie Love, Teresa made history as the first African-American woman to star in a crime drama series. The show was more than just entertainment. It was a powerful force for change. Christie Love was a far cry from the typical Hollywood damsel in distress. Instead, she was a dynamic figure who did the rescuing. Teresa shattered existing stereotypes, showcasing that Black women could be resilient, brilliant, and impactful. Her portrayal resonated with viewers from all backgrounds, transforming her into a symbol of empowerment and hope. Teresa Graves didn't just light up the screen, she ignited a flame in the hearts of millions, Teresa's struggles and resilience. Teresa Graves's life was a journey marked by both triumphs and challenges. She went through 2 marriages in her lifetime. Her first marriage to Richard Hooker ended in separation, but Teresa remained optimistic about finding happiness and love. In 1974, she found a new chapter with James Randolph, and their relationship lasted until her untimely passing. Though Teresa did not have children of her own, her heart overflowed with affection for her family and friends. They were her anchor through life's ups and downs, and she cherished every moment spent with them, finding joy and laughter in their company. Outside of her acting career, Teresa enjoyed a variety of hobbies that brought richness to her life. She found solace in reading, diving into books that fueled her imagination. Music was another passion, and she would sing with a voice that filled the room with warmth and beauty. Her spirituality also played a crucial role, providing her with strength and guidance as she navigated life's unpredictable twists and turns. Despite her remarkable achievements, Teresa Graves faced significant challenges throughout her career. As a black woman navigating the entertainment industry in the 1960s and 1970s, she encountered pervasive racism and discrimination. These obstacles tried to overshadow her exceptional talent, but Teresa's resilience and unwavering spirit allowed her to overcome them. She became a beacon of hope, proving that talent could indeed transcend racial barriers. One of her most significant setbacks came when her groundbreaking show, Get Christy Love, was abruptly canceled in 1975. Although the series had enjoyed initial success and garnered critical acclaim, its untimely end was a substantial blow to Teresa. Nevertheless, she demonstrated remarkable fortitude, picking herself up and continuing to seek new opportunities in the face of adversity. Tragedy and untimely death of Teresa Graves. After the end of Get Christy Love, Teresa Graves continued to pursue her acting career, though she didn't land roles as high profile as her iconic detective character. She made guest appearances on various television shows, such as The Love Boat and Fantasy Island, but none could replicate the excitement and impact of her earlier work. Despite these challenges, Teresa's commitment to the entertainment industry remained steadfast, and she even explored opportunities in theater. As time went on, Teresa shifted her focus from acting to philanthropy and community service. Beyond seeking fame, she dedicated herself to helping others and engaged deeply in charitable activities. Teresa was not only admired for her acting skills, but also for her compassionate heart and generous spirit. Tragically, in 2002, Teresa's life was cut short when a fire broke out in her home due to a malfunctioning heater. Despite the efforts to save her, Teresa succumbed to smoke inhalation, leaving a profound void among her friends, family, and fans. She was remembered not just as an actress, but as a beloved friend, a role model, and a hero to many. Her legacy endured as people reflected on her groundbreaking achievements and the inspiration she provided, even though her post-Get Christy Love career did not reach the same heights. Whispers and shocking revelation. During the 1960s and 1970s, as Whitney Houston and Teresa Graves were making their marks in their respective fields, America was experiencing profound social transformations. The civil rights movements were gaining significant traction, with music serving as a crucial voice for change. Soul, gospel, and R&B were vibrant and influential genres during this time, and both Whitney and Teresa immersed themselves in these styles, pouring their hearts into their craft. While Teresa eventually shifted her focus to acting, her love for music never waned. Whitney, with her powerful and soulful voice, became a quintessential symbol of the era's musical spirit. Amidst this backdrop of social upheaval and musical evolution, rumors began circulating suggesting that Teresa might be Whitney's biological mother. This tantalizing notion of a hidden connection between two prominent figures in the music world sparked considerable intrigue. Although there is no concrete evidence to support these claims, the whispers and speculation within the industry have kept the rumor alive. As is often the case with celebrity rumors, speculation about a possible connection between Whitney Houston and Teresa Graves quickly captured the public's imagination. During their careers, particularly as black women in the music industry, both Whitney and Teresa faced numerous obstacles and often had to guard their personal lives closely to protect their professional reputations. This secrecy likely played a role in the persistence of the rumors, as openness about personal matters was less common then compared to today. The potential revelation of scandalous information could have severely impacted their careers, leading them to keep any truths hidden. Despite this, subtle hints within the industry suggested a deeper connection between Teresa and Whitney, one that went beyond mere professional respect. These inklings arose from private conversations, subtle cues in interviews, and cautious remarks from fellow artists, even though neither Teresa nor Whitney publicly addressed the speculation. Despite the lack of concrete evidence, the intriguing possibility of a connection between Whitney Houston and Teresa Graves has captivated many. Both women shared notable similarities, from their striking appearances to their exceptional vocal talents. Teresa, born in 1948, and Whitney, born in 1963, both hailed from Houston, Texas. Some have speculated that Teresa could have given birth to Whitney at the young age of 15 and then entrusted her to Cissy Houston, who was Teresa's aunt. Adding to the speculation is the fact that both Teresa and Whitney shared the middle name Marie, which has only fueled the persistence of these rumors over time. What makes this rumor particularly compelling is its reflection of the deep admiration people had for both Whitney and Teresa. They were more than just talented performers. They became symbols of resilience and empowerment, especially for Black women navigating a landscape fraught with challenges and discrimination. Whitney's struggles and challenges in the industry. Whitney Houston's remarkable talent alone couldn't fully account for her immense fame. Her life, a blend of breathtaking highs and deeply personal lows, evolved into a story that resonated with millions. While her exceptional artistry secured her place as an icon, her personal struggles, often exposed to the public, made her more relatable and endlessly compelling. The rumored connection to Teresa Graves added another layer of intrigue to Whitney's already complex identity. The weight of this speculation reflects the broader significance of lineage in the music and entertainment industry. Just as dynasties like the Jacksons, Barrymores, and Redgraves weave rich tapestries of talent, ambition, and legacy across generations, so too does the possibility of a familial link between Whitney and Teresa suggest a deeper, more interconnected narrative within their shared world. Being part of such a storied lineage encompasses more than just genetic connections. It involves inheriting a legacy fraught with its own set of challenges, expectations, and sometimes burdens. For Whitney Houston, the weight of these expectations was ever present. She was not only a world-renowned vocalist, but also the daughter of Cissy Houston, the cousin of Dionne Warwick, and, according to persistent rumors, the alleged child of Teresa Graves. Each of these associations carried its own set of standards and comparisons. These rumored connections provided an alternative lens through which to view Whitney's life. Every challenge she faced, every powerful performance, and every decision she made could be scrutinized through the prism of her purported lineage. This complexity added depth to discussions about her artistic journey, her choices, and the tumultuous trajectory of her life. Tragic death and funeral. Tragedy struck in February 2012 when Whitney Houston drowned accidentally in a bathtub at the Beverly Hilton Hotel. Heart disease and cocaine use were cited as contributing factors to her death. This untimely demise occurred on the eve of the 2012 Grammy Awards, prompting a wave of tributes and a significant surge in the sales of her music. A private memorial service was held on February 18, 2012, at Houston's home church, the New Hope Baptist Church in Newark, New Jersey. Originally scheduled to last 2 hours, the service was extended to 4. The event featured moving performances by artists such as Stevie Wonder, Cece Winans, Alicia Keys, Kim Burrell, and R. Kelly. Hymns performed by the church choir added a spiritual dimension to the tribute. The ceremony included heartfelt remarks from prominent figures including Clive Davis, Houston's record producer, Kevin Costner, Ricky Minor, her music director, Dionne Warwick, her cousin, and Ray Watson, her security guard of 11 years. Although Aretha Franklin was scheduled to perform, she was unable to attend Whitney Houston's memorial service. Bobby Brown left the service shortly after it began. Whitney Houston was laid to rest on February 19, 2012, at Fairview Cemetery in Westfield, New Jersey, next to her father, John Russell Houston, who had passed away in 2003. Whitney Houston's legacy extended far beyond her role as a singer. She was a powerhouse whose voice resonated deeply with audiences and whose life inspired many. Her passing was considered one of the most significant entertainment events in television history, leaving a profound impact on fans across the globe. Houston's estate, valued at $250 million, was a testament to the remarkable success she achieved throughout her 25-year career. Her extraordinary life and career were further celebrated in the 2022 biopic, I Wanna Dance with Somebody, which immortalized her incredible journey and enduring influence. Could these rumors be true? Despite the persistent rumors, no concrete evidence ever linked Teresa Graves to Whitney Houston as her biological mother. There were no DNA tests, no hidden letters, nor any admissions that confirmed the speculation. This absence of proof only deepened the mystery and amplified the intrigue surrounding the rumor. Some suggested that the rumor might not have been mere celebrity gossip, but a strategic attempt to tarnish Whitney's reputation. In the highly competitive music industry, where performance pressures and rivalries are prevalent, such rumors can serve as a tool to manipulate public perception. The allure of secret affairs involving prominent figures always captures attention, adding layers of fascination to the tale. Both Teresa Graves and Whitney Houston, each a beacon of talent in her own realm, made profound impacts on the world. Teresa broke new ground in television, while Whitney ruled the music industry with her exceptional voice. Despite their shared resemblances and the persistent rumors, there is no concrete evidence to confirm any familial connection between them. What remains undeniable is the lasting legacy each left behind. Teresa paved the way for future talents in television, and Whitney set a remarkable standard with her extraordinary vocal prowess and commanding presence. Whether or not they are biologically related, their contributions to the entertainment industry remain celebrated, showcasing the immense capabilities of Black women in their fields. What do you think about the rumored connection between Teresa Graves and Whitney Houston? Do you believe their similarities are purely coincidental, or is there a deeper story behind them? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more intriguing insights into your favorite celebrities. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.